Hey everybody, Sam here from Sugar Spun Run, and today I'll be showing you how to make a classic key lime pie. For the longest time, I had no idea how simple it was to make a key lime pie. Usually I feel like pies are fussy and tedious and take a lot of time to make, but that is not the case with this pie. It only takes a handful of ingredients, and that includes making the crust from scratch. To begin, you'll want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and grab a glass 9.5-inch pie plate. Now we can make our graham cracker crust. We'll start by combining 1.5 cups of crushed graham cracker crumbs in a medium-sized bowl. We'll add 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, a tablespoon of brown sugar, and we'll use a spoon to stir these together until they're combined. Now we will add our butter. This recipe calls for 7 tablespoons of melted butter. This is what's going to help hold our graham cracker crust together in the pie plate. You can use salted or unsalted butter for this recipe, just make sure it's melted. Now I'll just use my spoon to work these ingredients together until all of the graham cracker crumbs are well coated with the butter. Once your ingredients are well incorporated, now you can grab your pie plate and we'll pour the graham cracker crumbs into your pie plate, and then we'll press them into the bottom and up the sides of your pie pan. To get this crust nice and even, I like to use a measuring cup and use the clean bottom of the measuring cup just to tamp down the bottom of the pie crust. And then I'll use my fingers to just kind of gently press down on the top of the crust. This will help hold it together when you're cutting into your key lime pie. With our pie crust prepared, you can set this in the refrigerator to chill while you prepare your key lime pie filling. Key lime pie filling is super simple to make, and it actually only requires 3 ingredients. My recipe calls for sweetened condensed milk, large egg yolks, and of course, key lime juice. To get started, you'll need a large bowl, and we'll add 2 cups of sweetened condensed milk. And we'll also add 6 large egg yolks. Now use a whisk to stir these together until they're well combined. Now comes the most important part of our key lime pie recipe, and that is the key lime juice. My recipe uses about 2/3 cup of key lime juice. If you want to squeeze your own limes, you certainly can. Make sure they are key limes. Those are these small limes right here. And I found the best way to squeeze them is to cut them in half and to actually use a garlic press to squeeze the juice out of them. If you want to squeeze your own key limes, you'll need about 20 of them to get 2/3 cup of juice. Now, generally, I don't like to use key limes because they're really hard to find around here, and even when I can find them, they're usually not the best specimen. So if you want to use bottled juice, you can, but you have to make sure it's not regular lime juice. It needs to be key lime juice. This is the one that I usually use. It's the only key lime juice I've actually ever found in my grocery store, but it's a nice substitute if you don't want to squeeze your own key limes or if you can't find them. We will add this 2/3 cup of key lime juice to our mixture, and we'll use our whisk to stir our ingredients together until it's thickened. This usually takes about 2 minutes. It's really important that your key lime juice, your condensed milk, and your eggs are really well combined, otherwise your key lime pie won't bake up properly. All right, with our filling all mixed up, now we can add this to our chilled pie crust, and we're just going to pour this evenly into our pie crust. I'm going to use my spatula to make sure we get all of that filling in our crust. Now we'll bake our key lime pie in our 350 degree Fahrenheit oven for about 18 to 20 minutes. Once it's finished baking, you'll want to let it cool until it reaches room temperature, and then transfer the pie to your refrigerator to let it chill for at least 6 to 8 hours. I usually like to let mine chill overnight. Once your key lime pie has finished chilling, you can now slice it and serve it as is, or you can top it off with whipped cream. I like to top mine off with a homemade whipped cream, and I have made some for today's pie. If you want to top yours off with your own whipped cream, I will leave the recipe link in the description so you can do so. I'm just going to pipe this along the outside of my key lime pie. And then for an extra touch, I like to grate a little bit of key lime zest over my finished pie. And that is how you make my all-time favorite classic key lime pie. I really hope you guys will try out this recipe, and if you do, please let me know what you think of it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope if you enjoyed this video, you will subscribe, and I will see you next time.